Alright, there we go. Yeah, I just wanted to split that VOD right there so that way it actually turns into a video I can export out to YouTube. And at least try and get something out of it. I don't know. That was a lot of time spent working on that. I guess I can send my pilot back to it. Oh yeah, and then the ship I
Hello.
use to chase that ship down with is my Dragon Raider. For the important weapons are the ion blasters. You can put anything you want for um, the main weapons, I guess, or whatever else you want. The bolt repeaters deal a ton of damage if you're up close. So that's why I'm using those right now because it helps with dealing with the venture missions. And then this ship is also heavily modded. So, yep, that's what I use to chase down the asteroids with, and Ysur's and all that kind of fun stuff with. That and venture or discover, which actually I should go get one. My last one got sacrificed to a Yasur. So when you're gonna make a ship that's dedicated to bailing out other ships, definitely take at least one ion blaster. And I think the other weapon that complements this one is the thermal designator. Or disintegrator, not designator. This isn't Star Wars. The thermal disintegrator actually, I think it, for whatever reason, that weapon has huge success for making other ships bail. At least for me, it does. Always put a police scanner on if you're gonna have a ship that is dedicated to bailing out other ships. That way, when you scan them, you can see the crew, how many they are, and what their skill levels are. And I believe you can see orders, what they're currently ordered to do.
Entering system. True sight.
And then, of course, try to make it as fast as possible. I'll have to go and mod this ship too to make it even faster. That way I can keep up with crazy ships like asteroids and things.
Entering system. Second contact.
I guess I'll just look around, see if I can't find that same asteroid, but I
Entering
doubt they're doing
system.
the same mission
Arden
again.
Prime.
That'll probably be my one lucky find for the evening. We'll see though. What I'd really like to spawn in is a Yasur Mark II or 3. I would definitely drop everything to go after a Mark II or 3 now that I have a Mark 1. Hmm, there's a Mark 1, but I already have one. And those are a pain to chase down. In fact, is that the same one? Two of the same ship right there. Alright, I'll go mod out that Discover ship real quick. See if I can't get it for
Entering system. Heretics End.
use it for capturing other players' ships. See if I can't find another asteroid. Yep, those are good enough rolls to work with. Both of these don't need exceptionals, but the cooling is something I will like, especially for the ion. I mean, a high weapon reload would be good too, but the most important thing is to get the highest cooling roll I can get. And the minus damage roll doesn't matter at all for the ion blaster because it's shields only basically. Come on, show me that 30. Or 29 point or 29.95 or something like that. I'd take that too. Something like that. Perfect. And then this weapon also benefits a lot from weapon cooling. Wow, perfect roll from the get-go. All right. Well, nearly perfect. Even has like a low damage roll or negative damage roll. That's impressive. That was a really good roll on the first roll. Shield generator. Putting an exceptional shield mod on this ship would kind of be a waste, I think. But I did just get one, so why not? Put all the crazy mods on this little teeny ship that doesn't it doesn't really matter. And I know it can roll double 60s at least, so there we go, like that. Hmm. Now this ship does have a fairly good turn rate, so the slingshot would be really good. Now this one's a tricky one to roll because you want, for this roll, you want forward thrust, rotation thrust. For bigger ships, you want travel mode thrust. And then small ships, strafe thrust is good. So basically, I want a good roll on everything. Not really the travel mode thrust, don't care about that. I think all of their maxes are around 30-ish. Well, the rotation thrust doesn't seem to be. That's not too bad. I know, okay, so engine rotation thrust can go higher. Ooh. Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. I'm gonna keep that. Perfect. Um, let's see, what color isn't just murder on my eyeballs? I kind of like that one. I should probably use this because that's the reward for, ugh, and I hate this one. Yeah. Might as well use this. I did farm for it. Then I'll need to put that with the Dragon Raider. It's too bad the Dragon Raider doesn't have a dock for it. Alright, that'll make it so it doesn't form a fleet.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
And now I can chase down another interesting ship if I spot one. While I wait for the asteroid to come back. What do we got here? Just an hides. I could also do a venture mission to bring all the ships to me that are in my. Well, not really. Doesn't really bring the ships to me, I guess. Brings a few of the ships. There's that Yasur. Not really interested though. I need to assign more boas to my Avarice station too. Actually, you can. This is a good example. You can actually tell that the tide went through and damaged the hull. But since how this station has 60 repair drones, it doesn't matter. Tide can hit it every hour, and the station will always repair back to full. Actually, it does look like it matters a little bit. So it only had 60 repair drones instead of. Oh, okay. The other two drones are cargo drones. So if I go like that, because the tide doesn't destroy the drones. And the drones heal up the station before it gets damaged by the tide again. No need for any protection. Let's see. I wanted to get some boas out to that station. Or actually, the Barbarossa can go back and trade for that station. What? Why was that a mission to put the Barbarossa back over there? Yeah, no kidding. Assign subordinate, trade ship, and extend the storage. What? It's already going to have 9 container storages on it. What do you mean? Oh, they destroyed my tug? Well, Xenon, I'm gonna have to load up that other carrier and get it over there in position to defend that system. How many? They destroyed all 3 tugs. Nice. I wonder when that happened. Well, it was probably when they snuck over and destroyed the Tuta as well. Let's see here. I want a couple of boas. Another 6 of them sounds like a good number. Give them all the stuff because why not? And then, yeah, add that. That should be good. I need another tug. Actually, I need like 3 tugs. And these can be high preset, but I'll just cheap out on the engines because the Combat Mark IVs don't make a big difference. Actually, I don't think that makes a difference either. I will leave a few crew on there just to. That's what I've been doing. I don't know if it helps it or not. I can restock that carrier, I guess. That'll work. How did the Xenon sneak through enough to start building that? Well, the Argon over here making it worse. I guess that's what I get for putting the Xenon in hyper mode, basically. It's a good thing I prepared for all that Xenon activity, though. Ooh, where's the Terran Intervention Core going? There. Going where? Zakazveen? Oh, they're actually coming out over here. No way. XXIV. What? They're finally going to go do their job and kick the, oh, they might be going out here. They're finally going to show up and help the FRF now that the storyline's over. And hopefully retake family to Kerr. It's kind of too little too late, Terran Intervention Corps, but at least you're doing it now. Well, I guess it's not too little too late because the FRF and the curb still exist. Thanks to my intervention, that is. Ow! I really got to learn how to drink water without choking on it. Yep. Just about shot water out my eyeballs. That felt great. Those should get travel orders, I hope, to go over there. Hopefully I don't have to manually tell them to get out there. I should probably not zoom in on that red. It's hard on the eyes. I just have this feeling that you're not going to go over there unless I tell you to. Well, it knows where its anchor space is. I think this is... It should figure it out. Probably going after some salvage in this sector first, I'd imagine. Let's see here. Terraforming. How is that going? Station is perpetually low on silicon until well, at least till the silicon carbide and Computronic substrate stabilize, which won't be for a little while. Am I having problems with medical supplies? Not really. Almost at 100% efficiency. That's excellent for this station. Oh, good. They are starting to transport some of the substrate down. 6 million microlettuce is going to take a very long time. Well, hopefully not, because I'm scaling the station up more and more. It sure feels like it's going to take a while. Same with that silicon carbide, actually. Yeah, I'll have to scale that up even further. It's a monstrous amount of carbide and stuff to make. Just copy and paste all of this and flip it upside down, basically. Well, currently I can't even keep the ore and silicon in long enough for all of them to be running all the time anyway. I might just, though. See how many magnetards I can get built out of my own shipyard. Other factions are allowed to build out of here right now. But it doesn't look like they're draining the resources of the station too bad. Oh, I actually need more workers. Great. How's the medical supplies doing? It's maintaining. Alright. I need 4 more dormitories. What an elegant design I've gone with. I forgot I'd done that. That'll be more production, yep. Trying to figure out a good spot to just make a whole bunch of dormitories back to back. Squeeze them in somewhere. I like the idea of just dragging them to the side somewhere. Probably just do this. Yeah, and then just extend that out like this. Might be able to get one more. Nope. I want the dormitories over the regular habitats because I want more skilled crew. And these seem to produce highly skilled crew. Or more highly skilled crew, I should say. Instead of going out this direction, it is such a hassle to get that to do what I want. Seems how the dormitories are normally turned that way when I pull them from the menu. It'll just be easier to do this. Have it go this direction instead. Perfect. I only needed 4, but building 6 should cover a little bit of It should future-proof it a little bit more when I build more factories on this, or more production structures. Hopefully that'll give me more skilled crew out of that. Ooh. I am hurting on all sorts of things. Well, I have been making, let's see here. Yeah, the Curbs keep buying rattlesnakes because they're trying to secure their territory from the Xenon. Actually, how many rattlesnakes do they have now? $10 million, 10 million, 10 million, 11 million, 10 million. They really like to spend on those rattlesnakes. And I'm more than willing to let them just hand me back all that money I gave them. Just put it back in my pocket. Oh, I hit the end of that screen there. Okay, so they are getting destroyed now. Oh no, there's some that are still up. Interesting. Quite a few. They have a whole bunch of rattlesnakes then. That's perfect. They should be able to fight down the Xenon then, without my intervention. Well, they have a ton of rattlesnakes. That was what, 6 or 7 in a row? Unknown ship. Been destroyed. Alright. Um, there's my Astrid. Did it get destroyed? Oh no, it actually did its job this time. What a miracle. I'm gonna bring it back to my wharf and make it even easier to capture. Let's see if we can't put some Astrids in some people's hands today. Or well, at least a whole bunch of people are gonna get some mod parts out of it at least. I think this changing this chassis mod out to what you call it, the hazard one, and that adding that much hull to the ship, it should push the hull value up just enough that it should be capturable with like somewhere around 10% hull left to, well, it is kind of weak on hull. It might be just barely capturable with like 5% hull left if you keep the hull around 70. Well, 75 to 70, I guess. I should really not zoom in on that. I keep doing that. I can't help it. I want to look for other ships. I want to look for my next Astrid. I don't really care if they're my same coalition's Astrid or the enemy coalition's Astrid either. Like, I see one, I'll go get it. Oh, there's a Prometheus. Someone's being brave with a rare ship. Well, actually, you can get the blueprints for those ships. So, I'll have to get one just to test and see. Why is there an abandoned Eclipse Vanguard? Odd. I'll have to test and see if the Prometheus gets a bonus chance to finish missions, but I doubt it. Seems like you can get the blueprint. Just like the Moira in the Kurokami. The Xenon are being well behaved over here, actually, finally. After all the struggle of the early game of getting them, getting the Void under control, now I never really have to worry about it. And the Terran have learned how to fight back against the constant pressure of the Xenon. That is a lot of anti-fighters, anti-medium and small. Those Osaka just tear them apart. And that's not even the intervention corps. That's regular Terran forces because of my asteroid belt wharf, keeping them afloat. Speaking of Terran intervention, are they actually doing anything? Did they just come over here to just not do anything? Like, what are you doing, guys? Like, go out there and destroy that. Never mind the curbs. Maybe. Oh no, that's a. They're losing their rattlesnakes to it. Nice attempt, but that's a fully blown Xenon defense platform, so they're gonna lose all their fighters. Or all their small medium ships. And it looks like they're gonna lose all their rattlesnakes. Which means I'm gonna make another large profit from my shipyard when all these ships go up in smoke. What we got? Why is that one already half dead? Interesting. And I don't know how the Teladi are hanging on down here, but the Xenon threat has been colossal in this sector. But the Teladi are holding them in this sector, not letting them leave, and then beating them back somehow. Although they're taking huge losses. Crazy. Oh, the FRF have a split shipyard, split yard. So now there's three basically major split factions: the Curbs, the FRF, which should build ships now, and the Patriarchy, which are still alive and strong thanks to me. Well, kind of. The Xenons still slip through and kick them in the groin every now and then. Yeah, I need to get the other patrol carrier up and over there to let the Patriarchy recover. Why don't I do that? Just looking around for an Astrid. Hmm, that can't be the only Astrid. Oh wait, speaking of Astrids, mine should have docked. Um,
Entering system. Heretics End.
Alright, so to make this asteroid even easier for people to capture, instead of doing the exceptional drag mod, the higher I can get that ship's max hull roll on it, the easier it'll be for this to be captured and not destroyed. And it looks like 20 is the max. $19.34. But I mean, with the other roll being fixed to 100, there's no point in going anything less than 20. Especially since I have enough mod parts to just roll till I get it. Oof, I am so tempted. But I want the 20 roll. Or the 1999 roll, I'd take that too. $1963. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't want to sit here and do this all day. I can also, well, I'll leave the primary weapon mods on there, because those are just mods for other players to have, but I will strip off the slasher mods. That'll make the turrets hit a lot less harder. And then people should be able to keep up with it without getting obliterated. Beam length? It's too bad there's not a better version of that. Well, I better double check just in case. I don't think there's a better version of that. No. Like 5 to 10% is not a whole lot for beam length. I'd like to see that green mod extend out to like 50% or more. Because I mean, at 50, if a green mod extended a beam length out to 50%, it'd actually be something viable that someone might actually put on a ship. But if your best options are somewhere between 5 and 10%, nah, forget it. Useless. It might as well not even exist as an option in the list. Shield recharge rate. I should leave the... Well, actually I should take off shield regen and put something else on. That's probably making it pretty difficult to get the shield down and keep it down. What does this one do? That'll just make it harder. Okay. Shield capacity won't make the regen rate go through the roof, which should make it easier to cap. And it hit min roll on it. So it's still an exceptional mod. It's got no additional regen rate, so it should be easier to keep the shield down, which is what you want to do when you try to capture it. So this ship should be fairly capturable now. Oh, I should probably give it a really bad roll for this too. Probably hard to keep up with. What could I put on this to make it harder or easier? I'm not seeing too high rolls. I don't want to make it faster. I want to make it slower, but still be an exceptional mod. I think that, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Why not throw a paint job on it that doesn't look terrible? That way people know it's mine. Ugh, no, you. No, still pretty bad. It doesn't go with the gold in the wood interior though. And that just looks like, well, the curbs one doesn't look bad. And this is just torture for my eyes. Just why? Why does this paint mod exist? I do like the deep crimson. Ugh. The pattern's good, but the color is just no thanks. I mean, this paint job is serviceable enough. It's not as good as it's not as good as the, what do you call it? The relic, the one you get for this part of the ventures. So once I get one of those, I'll slap it on. But for now, this will do. Now I need to teleport out of here so my FPS comes back.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
I see this prompt way too often. It's like I get it. I know there's no autosave. I like it that way. Alright, what was I doing besides staring at something that's red? Hurts my eyes. Patrol carrier. I need to get that stocked. The ships. And I think this station has recovered enough. Oh no, it definitely hasn't recovered enough. I am selling a lot of whole parts. But my shipyard also needs it. That's more than likely where these are going. And I want to keep them curbs buying as many rattlesnakes as they want. I was also struggling on weapon components over there, so I'm gonna sell off about half the weapon components to my shipyard. And I could probably do the same with the antimatter converters. These don't get used up a whole lot. But when they do, it takes a while for them to come back. Alright, that should keep my shipyard full. Or at least get my shipyard back to producing more ships for the curbs and making me money. What else is this low on? Engine parts, of course. Should be good. This should be cranking out plenty of ships now. Field coils, actually. Where are those at? How bad we doing? Oh no, it's fine. That should be plenty fine to pump out a whole bunch more rattlesnakes. Excellent. Need to get that carrier going. I can divert some of the forces from the shark because I oversupplied it. Yeah, how many more euros do we got? 30? I think about it could take about 10, 20 of them maybe. Yeah. I'll just reassign these down to the new Raptor here. And that will get, or help get that Raptor up and going for a different position defense. Good way to like click this fleet and then move it up above the Osaka fleet. No one. How many more euros will that make? 18, so I need at least 2 more. I could probably crank out a few. It's 18, I want to get up to 40. I doubt the shipyard's ready, or the wharf is ready to crank out 40 or 22 more. We'll find out though. It doesn't even have 22 listed as an option, but it can crank out 20. Perfect. And this is absolutely silly because I just did that, but I only want 2 more on top of that. I did select high preset, right? Yeah, combat mark 4s. Shields. Okay. Add 2 more to the list here. And then I want Irukandjis because these are the fastest interceptor ships that I have available to me so far. And that the Iron Gatling is actually really good. General purpose weapon. That is. And let's see if I can get 20 of those. Actually, just 10. Okay. The wharf is definitely ready to handle ships. I didn't think it was. And while all that's happening, I'll get the Raptor into position. Yeah. There we go. That will free the shark up to go back over and better support its group. For quicker repairs, I should say. I don't want to park the shark right next to the gate, because this is plenty to deal with a I or a K. And then the monitor should move with, because it's on supply fleet, so it will move with the shark. Excellent. Now I can finally stabilize the patriarchy. Well, stabilize them after what I did to them. Oh, the asteroid. I need to send the asteroid out. Went through all the work of making it easily capturable, but then I didn't send it out. Alright, that should be a really easy asteroid to capture. Let me look at it. If the crew isn't too leveled. Oh yeah, like a baby pilot. I think I min-maxed that asteroid to be as easily capturable as possible. So good luck to anybody who's trying to capture one of those. It should be fairly easy. And you should be able to actually capture it now. Should have enough hull to survive the last crew member bailing. Or maybe the I'll have to ask somebody, I guess, if they do actually manage to capture it. Maybe it's all tied to how skilled the pilot is, how much damage it does to the hull. Maybe it's been capturable the whole time. I don't know. Nobody said it's actually capturable. They just say thanks for the mods. An unknown station. Who's the owner? Oh, I guess there's a couple of them now. That's probably fine. The HOP and the GOP are now merging because they're at peace. Instead of two weak factions, they're gonna, well, they weren't weak factions from the start, but two fairly strong factions are gonna merge together and become one super faction. And I feel bad for any faction that goes to war with them, because they are going to get wiped out. Oh, Xenon deciding to be a little naughty over here. Well, that sucks for them. They're the FRF. I should go back and take Takur for myself. Or, well, maybe not take it for myself, but I should go back and take this sector away from the Xenon. And actually, I need to park a fleet right at these two gates, because that would choke off any Xenon reinforcements, and then the NPCs can swoop in and pick these sectors up. If I was really bold, I could send in a fleet right here and then start building a station, a single defense station for both of these gates. Well, it wouldn't work that well, actually, because they'd still slip out. So I could put 2 stations around these gates or something. Or actually, it'd have to be at the exit points, because they slow down when they transit to the exit point of a gate. So it'd have to be that gate and this gate for a station, which is still entirely possible. And that would stop all the Xenon nonsense. And then basically the Xenon become at that point a punching bag for all the NPC factions to just go send their ships into and die. And that generates money for me. Just remember, chat, I'm the good guy because I said so. And I'm definitely not thinking of making tons of profits off of other people's untimely demise in my galaxy. It's just a happy little accident. Well, it's like, where's the rest of the Moiras? That's a odd number. I must not have enough air kanjis. Let's see, how many did I get? 14, so I need 6 more there. Oh, I have the full 40 Moiras, though. Six more. Should get bare minimum for interceptor duty. The wharf should be ready to handle that by now. Oh, yep, thrusters. I always forget the thrusters. I'm trying to make it a habit to go through this whole screen every time. Basically just standardize the way I do it. There we go. Alright, these are fresh pilots, but I did put more dormitories on my shipyard and wharf, so these should be fairly, well, you can just look at the pilots, but they should be skilled, or more skilled pilots, I should say. Because the Raptor, well, I did personally pilot the Raptor to go to destroy that KHK installation over here, so that's why these guys are all leveled. I'm not even using the best pilot one. Wow. Please tell me you're the good voice actor.
Can I help,
Ah,
sir?
I mean, all the voice actors put in a lot of work, so they're all good, but I just prefer one voice actor over the other one. Alright, are you almost in position? No. I don't want to start position defense with this carrier just yet. because the ships are going to take damage and then have to fly all the way back to the carrier and then go all the way back. I'm pretty sure I modded this too while the stream wasn't running. Yeah. That's a very dangerous carrier. As the KHK figured it out during last episode. They figured it out by force. Alright, how is the supplies on this station going? I need to push out more magnetars to this station. Which is insane because this station has so many of them. Especially if I want to expand the silicon carbide and metallic microlattice. Well, actually, yeah, I'm low on ore. I'm doing great on methane and helium, actually. And hydrogen. I think hydrogen's one of them. I need to put Claytronics on this. Which means I need to look at container storage. I need to put another container on this. I thought I already did put another container on this or two, though. Actually, I'm going to need more liquid container, too. And more solid. What a crazy, crazy station this is going to be. Well, while the station's downtime, or is got downtime, I should say, just slap on a few more containers. Then I can worry about adding on additional production after that. Let's see here. What else can I do? I need to... Well, I'm kind of waiting for that carrier to get into position. And it doesn't look like I'm getting any new spawns for ventures for a moment. I'll check again here for another asteroid in a second. Ooh. Oh wow, you have a Xenon are being really naughty over here. You have a lot of supplies for me.
Entering system.
Can I help?
Irukandji.
It was 6,000 on him, just about 5,000 on this one.
Entering system.
Can I help?
Please watch where you're going.
Irukandji.
Slams into the side of the station as soon as I teleport behind him. I think I scared him.
Entering system.
Can I help?
Irukandji.
I'd probably be freaked out if my boss teleported right behind me and just started talking to me. Probably jump out of my skin.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty funny though. My boss just teleports behind me and starts talking to me. Probably try to jump forward through my monitor. Be hilarious. Well, maybe not that hilarious, but after I'm done freaking out, it'd be funny. Alright, that should be close enough to start position defense. And since how they're all merged into one group, and there's no supply fleet, no carrier, or not carrier, no monitor ship supplying the fleet, because they don't need it. None of them shoot any missiles. So there's no need to assign a monitor. The carrier shouldn't take damage. And if it does, it can deal with it at that point. So there's no need to assign an auxiliary ship to this. And then throwing all the, putting all the ships into one group just keeps it makes it easier for me to micromanage. Because I only have one group to move around. And it's pointless to have more than one group anyway. Because if you move one of these position defense groups to a completely separate position, what they'll do is they'll ping pong back to the carrier, then back to the other group, then back to the carrier, then back to their original group. So there's no point in having separate groups because they don't obey the rules and they don't stay in their own position they're supposed to defend. Actually, I should probably deal with the Xenon that are in this sector first. Let's see if I can't get a nice view of the Irukandjis doing their job.
Entering system. Family Newt.
Alright. Don't mind me, pilot. I'm just gonna stand in your line of sight and tell you to do your job better.
I'll
What
erase you.
is that noise? Oh yeah, the Irukandji's leading the pack. It'll take a second for the Moiras to catch up with blast mortars. But for small medium craft, the Irukandjis alone, 40 of them will be more than enough to rip apart, or even 20 of them. Just with the ion Gatling is more than enough to rip apart the Xenon small medium craft.
What a pile of junk.
The thing's already almost dead, and it's only had 4 Irukandjis on it.
I wish this stupid machine would leave me alone.
What are you talking about? Your shields are so good they can't hurt you, really. That water I drank earlier is trying to fight its way back out of my lungs. The Xenon must have moved out of the defense ring. Oh, they'll come in and get ripped apart. It looks like the Moira is caught up too. Come on, pilot, reassign attack orders. Stop staring at my butt. Do your job. Do your job.
shooting me?
I didn't mean to hit you. Sorry.
That needs to be an option for players to say to stations or other ships that they didn't mean to shoot. You need to be able to. I know there's a mod for it, but there needs to be a vanilla option where you can apologize to an NPC station if it becomes hostile because you shot it. Alright. Looks like we cleaned up here. Where's the rest of the... That's not all 60 of the ships. Alright, go take that out before it becomes a problem. Yeah. Where's the rest of the ships? What? What are you guys doing? Why are you docked?
Entering system. Rex Dominion.
Now position the carrier up next to the defense stations in a protect position order. The reason I'm putting on protect position order is just in case a K or an I or whatever manages to make it through to the Raptor, it'll actually position itself intelligently around the K or I instead of just sitting there uselessly and getting blown up. Especially if I'm not paying attention. Why is it not launching the rest of the ships? There they are.
Malfunctioning circuit board.
Oops. That's not what I meant. Those are power distribution units. Should only have one turret on them.
Stop it.
One more air shot. Nice. Are there more ships to fight over here? Oh, I guess not. So I need to be on the Moira to see him take out the station. Actually, I shouldn't do this. Because that will... whatever. Oh, the station's invisible. Alright, don't get destroyed. Perfect. Actually, lend me your Moira.
Moya.
Unspotted.
Hello.
No,
Autopilot. Disengaged.
destroying all the build module or build nodes in here, or containers, I should say. She will keep the Xenon from trying to rebuild the station. Even though I can't destroy the build storage itself, because I heard that led to all sorts of problems. I can destroy the contents of the build storage. I think that works for any faction. Yeah, you can have your Moira back. That should keep that station from trying to come back. Ooh, I love doing this. Well, I love flying down into my own carrier and getting repaired, I guess. Alright, don't slam into the side like usual. There we go, figured it out.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Undock right now. I'm trying to get good footage and you're sitting here telling me you're gonna undock.
Can I
Come on
help?
now.
Maria.
Work with me here, work with me. This never gets old, even if it's just one ship. I need to get good footage of like all the ships taking off out of here. I'll do that on my own time though, instead of doing it on. Well, I guess if I get bored on stream, I'll do it too. What was that? Why did you? Hmm. On rails all the way out, and then you get sucked back in at the end. What? Silly. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, change my camera view back. Let's see here. That should do it. Now the patriarchy can breathe a sigh of relief because instead of their absolutely terrible way of dealing with the Xenon, somebody competent is actually dealing with one of their problems. They actually pushed the Argon out of this sector. They might fully push the Argon back out of here too. That'll be interesting to see. Alright, I think I got both sides covered. Carriers are close to, so I shouldn't lose a whole bunch of ships anymore. So that's excellent. And now I'll just take a peek around for see if I can't see an asteroid in my universe. What a great name. Mm, just a Yasser Mark 1. Where's the Mark 2s and 3s that some people say they've already found and captured? Send me one of those ships. Or an asteroid. Actually, what are the resources of this sector? Quite a bit of scrap, actually. Terrible sunlight for it, though. They even have a good sunlight sector for... no. Nope, they don't even have a sunlight sector to make use of that scrap. Or, well, to even kind of make use of that scrap, I mean. Yeah. And the Antiguan are actually using their Behemoth Sentinels competently for once. Well, they're using some of them competently. I'm actually surprised they managed to take Atlia's Misfortune without my help. Well, I did hold them back at the Void, so... Mhm. I need more magnetards still? Kind of. Well, both the Computronic substrate and all of the silicon carbide are still going at full speed. Hmm. And I'm actually there for Computronic substrate. I need to look at the rest of the terraforming options. Yeah, I have plenty of Computronic substrate to finish that box. It's just the microlattice and the carbide. Ooh, ventures. Success. Alright. Sending out this asteroid again if anybody wants it. Or wants to capture it. I should ping the Discord and see if anybody's managed to capture an asteroid. Oh, there we go.
My skills may surprise you.
I'm really curious about this station now that's got more trade ships.
Definitely regret that.
Those 5 million energy cells is a lot.
I do not seem to have taken more than superficial damage.
Oh right, I'm still on board.
This will not end well for you, you know?
Oh yeah, perfect target to see all the Moreiras light that thing up. Never stood a chance. That's awesome. I'm putting my foot down, Xenon. I've had enough of your shenanigans. No more trade interruption or destroying my
Entering
tutas.
system. Argon Prime.
There we go. Just a cormorant. What's this one? Hermes. I could put more satellites down in these sectors, but I kind of know what's going on anyway. The Velvet Thunder. Someone's being brave. It's too bad the Velvet Thunder doesn't give a bonus chance to success like other unique ships should. That ship should actually give bonus chance, just like the Ysir, the Astrids, because it's a one-of-a-kind ship. Well, I mean, it is a Gladius, so it's not that special, but it is one of a kind because it was Hale, Cinnamon Bun's ship. It should also get a unique loadout. Hale's not that useful anyway. It's just, by the time you can get that ship, Hale didn't really do much. Well, for me anyway, usually. Looks like the Terrans are actually gonna get it done this time. That thing was at full health the last time I looked at it. And plenty of their ships are getting destroyed in the process. I love the smell of money in the morning. I think that'll do it for the Xenon presence out here too. Probably have to sneak in to destroy that. I wonder how the Xenon will react. But they weren't even using this sector to stage attacks from anyway. For the whole game, so there's no reason to assume that they'll do anything. And I don't think they've even tried to reclaim. They haven't even tried to re-expand back here. I should put a few more satellites out there, I guess. And I think they would try to re-expand out here. But the other factions are moving in slowly but surely and just annihilating all of their stations and all their fighters. So I think that Recon T is actually them trying to move back in. And I did see a K in here at some point. But the HOP is all over that. And then the Anticon is all over on the other side. So I don't think the Xenon are going to re-expand out there either. And then they do actually have a wharf out here at Emperor's Pride and a shipyard. But they haven't produced a whole bunch of attacks from here either. And the HOP is moving in slowly by slowly. Or slowly by slowly. Moving in a little bit at a time, I should say. Slowly by slowly. Wow, I'm tired. Oh well. Could use more satellites up there, I guess, too. Wait, why are they just leaving a rattlesnake out here? Silly curbs. So it looks like the only spot that the Xenon can actively expand out into is out in Thraka's Cascade and Matrix 79B. It's like one of their last bastions. And unfortunately for me, I have a mission to destroy all the Xenon in all of these sectors. That'll be kind of a late game thing after I get I'll need a carrier, a non-busy carrier, I should say. And then I'll need the carrier just to protect the destroyer group. And then I'll need large ships to just come through and wipe out each station. Probably get the Earl King in on that too. Yeah. And then they'll leak even worse from this sector. Especially with that shipyard. Like, this is not going to be an easy retake like it was last time. So I'm pretty sure that's an eye. Although they were sending out eyes like they were candy earlier in the playthrough. It's interesting to see. And there's no Astrid for me to steal anywhere. Oh, that's too bad. Because I'll have to wait a little bit longer. How close is the... Yeah, I'm not transferring credits to that. Yeah, this is probably not the most exciting thing to watch, but basically I'm just waiting for money to come in. Well, yeah, I'm waiting for money to come in a little bit, but I am building the station for the Pyramid faction, for the Holy Trinity faction. I didn't even show this station off really. So I think I've outdone myself this time on this design of this station. It fits the triangle Pyramid people pretty well, I want to say. They've each got 3 of all the things. So 3 storages, 3 habitats or domes. They've each got their own faction capital like they wanted. That cost $500 million to get that blueprint, by the way. So that's why my money's low. That's where that went. They've each got a secret docking area that that's hidden behind their faction capital, so they can sneakily bring in ships for diplomatic reasons if they want to. They each have 1 pier, which is like just if they want to be really snotty and not like work with the other other factions, they can bring in their own ships, and I have to go through. They don't have to go through each other's territory on the station. That's really just a like a flavor thing I've done. 'Cause stations probably don't work like that, but I'd like to pretend they do. And then I went overboard on the disc defense platforms as well, and I fully equipped them all. I could probably show that off to you. Also, all the storages have these weapons. And then the disc defense platforms are fully kitted out with pulse turrets. I didn't put any Terran equipment on this because I didn't want to import any Terran goods either. So I went way overkill on the defense discs. But yeah, this is a nice looking station. After, oh, well, it was not very nice to plan it all out and get it all together. But now that I look at it from above and look around it, it's not bad. Good design. I might even save it. Who knows? Yeah, sure. I'll save it. Let's call it the Trinity Station. And then for my next playthrough, when I choose a completely different storyline, this blueprint will be useless. Perfect. Yeah, there's a reason why I overdid the disc defenses there too. It's not, I didn't just overdo it just because I thought it looked cool. But I don't want to spoil that. Well, I kind of already did, but you're just gonna have to wait and see for when that station finishes. Yep. It's too bad I didn't see another asteroid. Or I haven't seen another asteroid is what I should say. Not for lack of looking, I'll tell you what. I've definitely been looking around nonstop for another asteroid to go try and capture. It just looks like nobody else went the same story route that I did with North River, so their their asteroids that they have are limited because they had to capture them off of the North River brothers. Whereas I can go get my asteroid back anytime I want from them after one gets destroyed. They don't have any. Just buy another one. I'm limited to one, but I can buy another one anytime I want. So, and then if I send my asteroids out enough, and then enough people start capturing them and start sending them out, then I recapture some of them as asteroids. Then I can have more than one. That'll be cool. That is 2 rattlesnakes that they purchased from me. I want to look at the finances screen because I know I'm making crazy amounts of money from that now. Not bad, especially since how I disallowed the sale of ships to the other station. I put so much container storage on this that uh, it wants a lot of money. It won't ever use that money, but it just wants a lot. Oh, right. No, this is the asteroid belt. That's all the Terran Intervention Corps paying me money to replace their ships. 'Cause they keep going out and blowing them up on stations, which is perfectly fine for me. I don't feel bad about it. Look at that. Oh, yeah. 200 million just in rattlesnakes from the curbs. I think that brings their debt to me down from about a billion. That brings their debt to me down to 800 million because I loaned them all that money. So, yeah, keep buying rattlesnakes from me, please. You owe me some more money. Too bad they won't buy a raptor or anything bigger. This money printer station isn't. I think I need to build more boas and just get them out there. It's not printing a lot of money comparatively to my wharf and my, or both my wharfs and my shipyard. And this has been doing consistently good too. I should actually save that design and put that out over at the FRF space. Get them up and going on their own. I like it that they're buying the ships from me. Maybe I'll do that later. Should still sit. Should still save the station. I'm thinking about it. I think I did a pretty good job organizing it. Looks nice. And I think its workforce is self-sustaining too. Huh. Oh, it doesn't have a workforce. Oh yeah, they're buying it all up though. They even have food. Wait, no. This is all split, so they don't take food rations. They take chelt meat and scruffin fruit. I could probably just make more money if I expanded the station a bit. 9,000 capacity. Let's slap some more parlors on this. Ooh. Let's turn the wrong way. Okay. No, no. Over here. There you go. I think that many will be enough. Have to look again. It's actually doing good on ore and silicon, all things considered. I'll have to get some more mining ships. Yeah, okay, plenty of workforce. Well, I need to expand medical supplies too. And the split medical supplies are a little more involved. Scruffin fruit and spices. Basically, I just need to scale up scruffin fruit, chelt meat, and spices. What else do I need? Oh, no, that's it. Alright. 400, 800, 800. Let's just say for simplicity's sake. And I'll overbuild it a little bit. if I looked at it correctly. Oh wait, no, I can look at it from this tab. Yep. So 400 scruff and fruit, 800 spices, and 800 water. So I don't even need to, well, the gel meat needs to be scaled along with this to make it easier for me. You make 3,000 spices. Oh yeah. Okay, so about 1,700 gel meat and 3,000 scruff and fruit. Nice. But it takes a lot of water. The water makes a lot of water. It's 1,000 water, another 1,000, 500 water. So it takes about 3,500-ish out of that. So I still have a little bit overhead, but I will need to make more water as well. And like a dummy, I blocked off this side to build from. Well, I guess I got a little more room on this side to work with. Start making a dedicated build for this. Oh. That's angled correctly too. That makes it very nice. Oop, actually, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Just wonder why that looked funny. Oh, it's so nice to use the station builder and not have to fight it because there's a giant freaking asteroid in the way. Oh, wait, oh, I'm copying the wrong end. There we go. And it's mad because I did that a few times. Hey. There's still some weird perks with this, but it's a lot better than it was in the 5.1 version or whatever it was. Let's see, let's just make one of each, make it easy. There's that. The gel meat's an interesting one because it snaps to the side of a structure. It's a little bit wider than the scruff and fruit too. I don't see why I couldn't put it there though. I think that's a generic. Or I might have rotated that in a different direction. Where is the spice? Yeah, I rotated all the way around. Oh, grabbed the wrong one. There we go. Perfect, right where I wanted it. And that should sustain at least 2 or 3 each. More than 3. Probably support 4 each. I have to remember the parlors take I might have to scale up gelt meat a little bit more and scruffin fruit a little bit more as well. Actually, that's pretty handy that I connected those together like that, because then I could just copy the sequence. Handy that. Behave. It really does not want to go on top for some reason. Oops, not module sequence. There we go. That will scale that up quite nicely with the parlors. And I could probably sustain a few more medical supplies. Oh, yeah. I think that's one too far over. Perfect. And it's not interfering with the spice or water. Excellent. And if I want to be extra silly, I can really future-proof this. And then I can still build off, well, no, I can't really build off that one side, but that should be tileable. So if I need any more, or if I need double that, I could just copy that whole sequence. If I need to expand that for whatever reason. That's gonna cost a little bit of money. Yeah, it's fine. Then I can just set that and forget about it until it's built. Perfect. That should bring in a whole bunch more money from that station too. So yeah, that's how you do that. It's still this deep into the economy playthrough, and I'm still making my economy a whole lot stronger. I don't even know really why, too, because I only got, yeah. Well, I do have terraforming to go through. That'll probably eat a bunch of money. But as far as I know, this mission will still take probably about $1 billion. Or 1 billion credits or whatever. Still got a little bit of ways to go for this playthrough anyway. And I still got to get through all the terraforming, so I still got to scale up that other station too. It's a lot of work. Still plenty to be done. Even if all the Xenon get wiped out, I still got a goal. Which it doesn't look like they're going to get wiped out anytime soon. Well, except for right there. They didn't kill that. I mean, it's not like it can do anything on its own, I don't think. Oh no, it is a mining type. So it could single-handedly rebuild this sector. I guess I'll task a ship to deal with it then. What do we got that's just sitting around? Actually, my ship. Because then once it finishes destroying that ship, it'll go right back to where it was. There is. The Astro just made it back. Ooh, it didn't get blown up at least, so that's good. Send it back out so those people can enjoy getting more than one asteroid. Or more than two, maybe. That pilot's fresh, so it should still be pretty terrible. Mm. Need to bring up the crew tab on a different ship and then click on the asteroid to see its crew. Or switch to a loadout tab and see its loadout, like that.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
We need to put more towers on it. Laser towers, that's not a big deal though. Alright. I think that'll do for now. So, yeah. That'll do for now for the Twitch stream and
Entering
the video.
system. Silent witness.
I'll keep making progress on the terraforming, and I will also continue advancing this plot. I will get the station mostly built, and then I will make a save, and then when I'm ready, I will reload that save, and then
Entering system. Profit center
progress
alpha.
this plot as it's ready. So, thank you for watching. And on YouTube, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you got a comment, leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.